I once bought a portable sewing kit for $15. Honestly, I just used change from the store. I didn't really think I'd need it. It saved me when I accidentally snagged my jeans while walking in the woods, and I even helped a coworker out when she tore her dress at a party and I, like a hero, fixed it. And all for $15. Bought a skincare set for $10 on sale, little creams and balms. Didn't think it would be that effective, but after a couple of weeks my skin was noticeably better. It was a small purchase that changed my morning and evening routines. I bought thermal underwear for $12 for winter hiking. I didn't expect it to retain heat so well. In the end, it saved me during one of the coldest winters. For such a price and comfort, I can't believe that this is even possible. I bought a beautiful hand-painted cup for $8. Every time I drink from it, I remember how it lifted my spirits on the hardest day. Just such a small joy. I bought a mini projector for my smartphone on Amazon for $15. At first I thought it would just be a toy, but it turned out to be a real entertainment for the whole family. Now we often organize movie theaters right in the living room. I bought a notebook with plans and notes for $5. It turned out to be not just a notebook, but a place for all my ideas. I wrote there every day, and suddenly I realized that everything I wrote down began to come true. Bought a resistance band for $18. Thought it would be a one-time purchase, but it became part of my morning routine. After a few months, I noticed my form and flexibility improving. For $18, it's a real result. I bought a pair of comfortable hair ties for $7 that don't break or pull. It was such a small and insignificant purchase, but I noticed that my hair was in better condition. I bought a small touch-sensitive night light for $16. It was perfect for working in the dark, and its soft light helped create a cozy atmosphere. I bought a book for $10 that inspired me to start my own project. Just a regular book, but it gave me the push I was looking for. I bought a thermos with a cool design for $5. It turned out to be so convenient that now I take it with me on trips and to work. A small purchase, but so much convenience. I bought a cookbook with simple recipes for $18. At that time, I didn't know how to cook, but I wanted to learn. This book was my first step in the kitchen. After a couple of months, I mastered several recipes and began to enjoy cooking. I was especially surprised by how simple ingredients can create amazing dishes. This was not just a purchase, it was an investment in myself. I bought a $10 solar panel phone charger. It sounded cool, but when I first used it in the park, it turned out to be more than just a handy gadget, it was a magical artifact. Every now and then I would expose it to the sun, and my phone would charge like magic. Charging issues while traveling became a thing of the past, and I became a master of charging on the go. What more could I want? Bought a $17 compact multi-tool for camping. I was sure it would be a useless toy, but once I got into the woods with friends and needed a knife, screwdriver, saw, and all in one device, I felt like the most prepared person in the camp. It was my most needed purchase, and now every time someone comes into the woods, like a true Scandinavian, I pull out my super multi-tool. Bought a $5 portable fan for hot summers. When I needed to survive hot days, I found that this little thing saved me like a real summer hero. Not only was it effective, but it also became my little personal air conditioner that I always carried with me. Sometimes I even feel like a character in a superhero movie, only instead of superpowers, I have a portable fan. I bought an unusual kit for growing plants at home for $20. It was just a box of seeds, but when I started growing my own herbs and plants, it became a real process of self-development. Now I have a whole mini garden on my windowsill, and my friends constantly ask how I take care of my green corner. Just magic for $20. I bought a $6 facial cleanser kit. It was hard to believe that you could get something really useful for that kind of money, but it turns out you can. At first I thought it was another marketing gimmick, but after a couple of weeks, when my skin became noticeably clearer, I realized that this was exactly what I needed. Now that I have this kit in my closet, not only do I feel like I just went to the salon, but I also know that I didn't have to spend a fortune on skincare. I bought a $15 mini tool kit for fixing tech. It turns out that this kit saves me from a lot of problems. When my phone screen started to crack slightly, I thought I would pay a fortune to replace the screen. But with this kit, I fixed it myself in 20 minutes, saving a ton of money. Now I feel like a real engineer, although before that I didn't know what a small Phillips screwdriver was. I bought an old-style gaming console on the secondary market for $12. By that time, I had already stopped keeping track of new consoles, but when I saw this retro model, I couldn't resist. And you know what? It gave me a real nostalgic flashback to the 90s. Now I get emotions every day that I couldn't get from a regular game on a smartphone. It turned out to be the best stress reliever after a long day. I bought a $19, super comfortable, ergonomic computer chair. My friends laughed at me, saying why spend money on a chair when I could buy a cheap one and do a few back exercises. But after a week in this chair, I felt like I was in the clouds. My back stopped hurting and I felt better. No exercise helps as much as a good seat. Now I tell everyone that sitting is an art, and I am a master of it. I bought a funny t-shirt for $9 that said, "I'm not lazy, I'm in recovery." I wasn't sure how it would fit into my style, but it ended up being the best investment I ever made. Every time someone asks me what I'm doing, I just point to my shirt and smile. Not only has it become comical, but it's also the perfect symbol for my current approach to life. I'm not lazy, I'm strategically resting. I bought $7 stickers to decorate my laptop. They looked so bright and cheerful that I immediately decided that this would add life to my desktop. When I glued them on, my laptop began to look like a real art gallery, and I became famous among my colleagues. Now everyone who comes into the office first asks where I got such cool stickers. For $7, I not only updated the appearance of my laptop, but also became a source of inspiration for everyone around me. I bought a $9 reusable coffee cup. At first I didn't think it would make a huge difference in my day, but once I started taking it to the office, I noticed I was saving money on coffee and using fewer disposable cups. Now it's just a habit, and I'm proud to be making at least a small contribution to saving the environment. I bought a travel kit for $18 with compression bags, cosmetic containers, and a document bag. When I went on my first solo trip, this kit was a real lifesaver. Everything fits comfortably, doesn't take up much space, and I no longer worry about packing problems. It was a small investment in comfort and peace of mind. Bought a $17 table tennis game set. It was just an impulse buy when I saw it on sale. However, it turned out to be one of the most enjoyable purchases I made. I started playing table tennis with friends and family, and it became a great way to spend time and stay active, as well as bond with loved ones. I bought a $5 thermos mug with a temperature-keeping function. At first, I didn't think it would improve my morning routine so much. Now I always enjoy hot coffee or tea, even when I'm rushing to work. It's not just convenient, but also a way to save time, since I no longer get distracted by looking for a hot drink on the way. I bought LED lamps for my apartment for $15. When I decided to replace the old lamps, I didn't expect that the new lighting would have such a strong effect on the atmosphere in the house. The light became bright, pleasant for the eyes, and economical in terms of energy consumption. This purchase improved my mood and increased the comfort of my home. I bought a $10 pair of resistance bands for fitness. At first I thought it was too simple, but then I realized that they significantly increased the effectiveness of my workouts. Now, using them, I train at home with the same success as in the gym. It's a simple purchase, but it has significantly improved my physical condition. I bought a yearly planner for $14. At that time, I felt like I was losing control over my tasks and time. With this planner, I started organizing my days and weeks more efficiently. Not only work moments, but also personal tasks. It became my salvation and helped me gain stability and confidence in my daily life. Bought an $8 shoe care kit. In the first few weeks of taking care of my leather boots, I noticed that they lasted much longer and kept their appearance. This little kit was not only useful, but also economical. I don't spend money on new pairs as often anymore. I bought a pocket water filter for $11. When I was traveling and camping a lot, it became difficult for me to find clean water. With this filter, I felt confident knowing that I could always purify my water and avoid illness. It's a small purchase, but it has given me confidence and comfort, especially when traveling. I bought a $15 cord and charger organizer. My cables used to be scattered in drawers, and I spent a lot of time looking for the right ones. This organizer helped me organize my life. Now all my cables are neatly laid out and I always know where everything is. It may be a small thing, but it saves so much time. I bought a $20 subscription to an online design course. At that time, I had no degree or experience in this field, but I decided to give it a try. After a few months, I started getting orders and gradually building my career. It was an investment in my future that paid off several times over. I bought a beautiful yoga stretcher for $7 on sale. I was skeptical, but decided to give it a try. As a result, after a couple of weeks of classes, I felt how my flexibility improved, and even my spine began to hurt less. This was not just a purchase, but a step towards a healthier lifestyle. I bought a pair of $12 stereo headphones that surprised me with their sound quality for the price. I used them while traveling and working out, and soon realized that they had become an integral part of my daily life. Not only did these headphones block out noise, but they also helped me stay focused and motivated. I bought a compact room humidifier for $9. In the winter, when the air in the apartment became dry, I felt how it affected my well-being. This humidifier became a real salvation. Now I sleep much better and the dryness in my throat disappeared. For me, this was an unexpected but important improvement in the quality of life. I bought a set of reusable shopping bags for $5. At first I didn't pay much attention to them, but when I realized that I was using plastic bags less and saving on purchases, I was pleasantly surprised. It turned out to be not only an eco-friendly choice, but also a healthy habit that over time significantly reduced my expenses. I bought a $20 window plant kit. It was something new for me, but after a few months I grew my first crop. It gave me great satisfaction. I grew my own herbs and vegetables. A small thing, but it makes me happy. Bought a quality pair of gym gloves for $10 on sale. I didn't think they would make much of a difference to my workouts, but once I started using them, I felt the difference. They helped me cope better with the load and made my workouts more comfortable. It was an inexpensive purchase that made my fitness journey easier. Bought a small neck and shoulder massager for $8. I often suffered from tension in these areas after a long day at work, and this massager was a real lifesaver. Not only did it help relieve stress, but it also improved my well-being and saved me money on massage sessions. It was a purchase that really paid off. I bought a book for $12 that I had been wanting to read for a long time. After a few weeks, when I finally found the time to delve into it, it really changed my outlook on life. It wasn't just an interesting story, but a real inspiration that prompted me to change some habits and views. This book became a kind of guide for me, and I felt its influence every day.